Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. After an unprecedented summer of spending, the pressure is truly on Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. The Gunners sealed a flurry of signings, including Piero Hincapié on loan from Bayer Leverkusen with a £45 million obligation to buy, alongside Victor Gyökeres, Martin Zubimendi, Christian Nørgaard, Noni Madueke, Christian Mosquera, Kepa Arrizabalaga, and the much-celebrated Eberechi Eze. With nearly £300 million spent and little recouped from departures like Nuno Tavares, Marquinhos, Albert Sambi Lokonga, Reiss Nelson, Fovio Vieira, and Oleksandr Zinchenko, the squad is built around Hale-end talents such as Miles Lewis-Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri, Bukayo Saka, and 15-year-old prodigy Max Daumann. Yet, Eze's return to Arsenal, where he was released at 13, has sparked debate about whether the club let go of an even greater Hale-end gem years ago, a player who might have secured that elusive Premier League title. Eze made his Arsenal debut in a disappointing loss at Anfield, coming off the bench for Gabriel Martinelli. With the Gunners struggling creatively, ranking 16th for big chances created and passes into the final third, his arrival aims to spark their attack. His emotional homecoming against Leeds, met with a rapturous Emirates reception akin to Thierry Henry's return, was a surreal moment for the former Palace star. However, Arsenal's greatest regret may be releasing a young Harry Kane at age 8, deemed a bit chubby and not athletic by then-Academy director Liam Brady. Now a Bayern Munich star, Kane has haunted Arsenal with 15 goals against them, including a penalty in their Champions League exit in April 2024. With 91 goals in 100 Bayern appearances and a £65 million valuation outstripping Eze's £48 million, Kane's generational talent, as lauded by Ange Postecoglou and Antonio Conte, underscores the colossal oversight of letting him slip through Arsenal's fingers. Dominic Szoboszlai speaks out after Liverpool triumph over Arsenal with Szoboszlai's stunning strike. Liverpool maintained their flawless record at the summit of the Premier League table, securing a hard-fought victory against Arsenal at Anfield. A breathtaking free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai proved the decisive moment, extending Arsenal's dismal run of 15 matches without a win on Merseyside. Despite the match being a largely cagey affair, Szoboszlai's moment of brilliance ensured the hosts claimed all 3 points. Arsenal, under Mikel Arteta's stewardship, once again faltered when it mattered most. This defeat saw the Gunners slip to third place, marking their first loss of the campaign. Meanwhile, Onslaught's Reds, with their unblemished 100% record, demonstrated their credentials as serious title contenders with a performance defined by clinical opportunism. The game was a door spectacle for much of its duration, with both sides struggling to carve out clear chances. Liverpool, despite controlling possession, only managed their first corner in the final 20 minutes. Arsenal, missing the injured William Saliba early this season, were resolute at the back but woefully blunt in attack, with Victor Gyökeres failing to make an impact. With just 7 minutes remaining, the deadlock was broken in spectacular fashion. Szoboszlai, entrusted with free-kick duties following Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure to Real Madrid, unleashed a sublime 30-yard effort. The ball curled exquisitely past Arsenal's defensive wall and nestled into the top corner of David Raya's net, marking the first goal the Gunners had conceded this season. "It felt like a fair way out, but I thought I'd take the risk," said Szoboszlai after the match, reflecting on his audacious attempt. "I was confident and finally scored from a free kick. I haven't practiced shots like that for a few weeks since we've been working on closer-range free kicks," added the Hungarian midfielder. David Raya, Arsenal's goalkeeper, acknowledged the quality of Szoboszlai's strike while noting the challenges posed by the new Puma match ball, a departure from the Nike balls used previously. "The ball's different, its grip and flight are different. Szoboszlai's free kick was exceptional. It moved away from me. Hopefully, I'll save the next one," Raya remarked. Mikel Arteta, part of the last Arsenal side to win at Anfield 13 years ago, expressed frustration but praised his players' effort. "The result is disappointing, but I'm proud of the lads. We need to find a way to win these big matches," he said. Arsenal's lack of attacking ambition was evident, with urgency only surfacing after they had fallen behind too late to salvage the game. Onslaught, Liverpool's manager, jested that his side intentionally made the match boring after a more open display in their previous outing. "Beating Arsenal is a massive positive, and we'll see at the end of the season just how valuable this win is," he said, delighted with both the clean sheet and the result. Szoboszlai's moment of magic not only provided a fitting climax to an otherwise lackluster encounter but also underscored Liverpool's title-contending potential. For Arsenal, this loss served as a stark reminder of the need to bolster their mentality and cutting edge if they are to challenge for the Premier League crown. Arsenal's summer transfer saga: Gyokeres, Sesko, EZ's hijack, and Berta's masterclass. Arsenal's summer transfer window was nothing short of a blockbuster, with 8 new faces joining the ranks and a staggering £260 million splashed out, potentially rising to over £300 million with add-ons. The man at the helm, newly appointed sporting director Andrea Berta, orchestrated a recruitment drive that has left fans buzzing. Taking over from Edu Gaspar in March, Berta brought a fresh, methodical approach, focusing on squad needs rather than individual stars in the early stages. This strategic shift, coupled with a knack for seizing market opportunities, has redefined Arsenal's transfer business. The Gunners identified key areas to bolster: a striker, a defensive midfielder to cover for the expected departure of Jorginho, a winger, a versatile defender, and a backup goalkeeper. Berta's plan was to wrap up deals early while navigating the tight constraints of UEFA's financial fair play rules, which are stricter than the Premier League's profitability and sustainability regulations. Arsenal's financial flexibility allowed them to move decisively, and Berta's holistic approach targeting roles rather than specific names set the stage for a transformative window. One of the first coups was securing Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea, exploiting a release clause to address the goalkeeper position, which had been a weak spot last season. This was followed by the loan arrival of Neto on deadline day, prompted by Aaron Ramsdale's last-gasp exit. Meanwhile, Martin Zubimendi's signing was all but sealed before the window even opened, despite a late attempt by Real Madrid to derail the deal. Berta's foresight ensured Arsenal stayed ahead of the curve, noting the transfer was nearly done well in advance. The midfield was further strengthened after Thomas Partey's departure, with Mikel Arteta's admiration for Christian Norgård leading to a shrewd £12 million deal, including add-ons. Though Norgård's injury has delayed his debut, the signing reflects Berta's ability to deliver value. Attention then turned to the attack, where Arsenal initially explored a move for RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko. However, Berta's versatility shone through as he pivoted to Sporting CP's Victor Gyokeres, a long-term target. Negotiations, though drawn out, were wrapped up in under a month, securing the striker's signature before the pre-season tour ended. Defensively, Berta pulled off a masterstroke by signing Valencia's Christian Mosquera for a modest £15 million. The young Spaniard, who had caught Berta's eye during his time at Atletico Madrid, rejected a new contract with Valencia to join Arsenal. His standout performance against Liverpool, filling in for an injured William Saliba, has already won over Arteta and the squad. With Takahiro Tomiyasu's departure, Mosquera's arrival alongside the loan signing of Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen has significantly upgraded Arsenal's backline. The attack was further bolstered by the swift acquisition of Noni Madueke from Chelsea, a deal Berta secured below market value despite raised eyebrows from rival fans. With Bukayo Saka nursing injuries last season, Madueke's arrival provided crucial depth on the right flank. His dazzling display against Liverpool, stepping in for an injured Saka, justified the move. Meanwhile, the pursuit of Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze, a summer-long target, reached a dramatic climax. Tottenham's late attempt to hijack the deal spurred Arsenal into action, sealing Eze's signature in under 48 hours, a testament to Berta's ruthless efficiency. Berta's market awareness was evident again in the loan signing of Hincapié, with a £45 million option to buy next summer, cleverly deferring costs while strengthening the squad now. However, not every deal was a triumph. Efforts to offload Reiss Nelson, Fabio Vieira, and Oleksandr Zinchenko faltered, with only loan moves secured for Nelson, Brentford, and Vieira, Hamburg, while Zinchenko's high wages scuppered a permanent exit. A last-minute loan to Nottingham Forest eased the financial burden, and permanent sales of Albert Sambi Lokonga to Hamburg and Marquinhos to Cruzeiro recouped some funds. The academy, however, remains a sore point. While Lucas Nygaard and Ismail Kabia secured senior moves, other U21 talents like Josh Nichols and Charles Sago Jr. stayed put, with Max Porter taking the reins from Mehmet Ali as youth coach. Despite these frustrations, Arsenal's squad looks markedly stronger than last season. Yet, injuries to key players Saka, Saliba, Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, Benjamin White, Leandro Trossard, and the ongoing absence of Gabriel Jesus have tempered optimism, with Jesus expected back by year's end. A painful defeat to Liverpool, courtesy of a moment of magic from former Arsenal target Dominic Szoboszlai, underscored the challenges ahead. With tough fixtures against Nottingham Forest, Manchester City, and Newcastle looming, Arteta faces pressure to deliver. Yet, there's no denying Berta's transfer window has given him the tools to succeed. From Gyökeres to Ease, Mosquera to Hincapie, Arsenal's new sporting director has delivered a masterclass, setting the stage for a thrilling season if the injury crisis can be navigated. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!